Genesis chapter 35. God said to Jacob, "Go up to Bethel and settle to build an altar to the God who appeared to you when you fled from your brother Esau." So Jacob said to his household and all who were with him, "Get rid of the foreign gods among you. Purify yourselves and change your clothes. We are going to Bethel, where I will build an altar to the God who answered me in my distress and has been with me wherever I have gone." They gave Jacob all the foreign gods and the rings in their ears, and he buried them under the oak at Shechem. Then they set out, and the terror of God fell on the towns all around them, so no one pursued them. Jacob and all the people with him came to Bethel in the land of Canaan. There he built an altar and called the place El Bethel, because it was there that God revealed himself when he was fleeing from his brother. Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, died and was buried under the oak below Bethel. It was named Allon Bucketh, Oak of Weeping. After Jacob returned from Paddan Aram, God appeared to him again and blessed him. God said, "Your name is Jacob, but you will no longer be called Jacob. Your name will be Israel." So he named him Israel, and God said, "I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a community of nations will come from you, and kings will come from your body. I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a community of nations will come from you, and kings will come from your body." The land I gave to Abraham and Isaac I now give to you, and I will give this land to your descendants. When God had finished speaking, he went up from him. Jacob set up a stone pillar at the place where God had spoken to him. He poured out a drink offering and oil on it. Jacob named the place where God had talked with him Bethel. They moved on from Bethel while they were still some distance from Mayfrath. Rachel went into labor and had great difficulty. During her labor, the midwife said, "Do not be afraid, for you have another son." But as she breathed her last, for she was dying, she named him Benoni, meaning son of my sorrow. But his father named him Benjamin, son of my right hand. Rachel died and was buried on the way to Ephrath,
that is Bethlehem.
Jacob set up a pillar over her tomb, and it stands to this day. Israel moved on again and pitched his tent beyond Migdaletta. While Israel lived in that land, Reuben went in and slept with Bilhah, his father's concubine, and Israel heard of it.
Jacob had 12 sons, the sons of Leah, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, the sons of Rachel, Joseph and Benjamin, the sons of Bilhah, Rachel's servant Dan and Naphtali, the sons of Zilpah, Leah's servant Gad and Asher. These were the sons born to Jacob in Paddan Aram.
Jacob came home to his father Isaac at Mamre near Kiriath Arba, where Abraham and Isaac had stayed. Isaac lived 180 years. Then he breathed his last and died and was gathered to his people, old and full of days. His sons Esau and Jacob buried him. I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a community of nations will come from you, and kings will come from your body. I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a community of nations will come from you, and kings will come from your body.